What's up, my name's Infinite and I made this loop right here. Now, if you do like this loop, it is actually going to be available on my Patreon through my weekly loop service. And if you don't know what my Patreon is, it's basically where I give out 7 loops every single week with the stems and the MIDI. I give out discounts on all my sound kits, and you get all the YouTube videos early. Doesn't that sound splendid? Doesn't that sound great? All right, let's get into the video. All right, so the first thing that I did was I went into Contact and I brought up this piano right here. The Noir piano, the basic felt preset. You do not need this piano to make this type of loop. You could easily use like FL keys or addictive keys, keyscape. Any other piano would totally work. This is just my regular go-to piano. So as you can see, the piano is very simple. So all I did was just take the first note of the scale that we're working in this case working in D minor. So I got the D right here. Hey, yo, yo. And then I took this note right here and I copied it down to octave. Boom. And then that's how you get that right there for the first chord. I guess I would just say it's a note that's layered. I wouldn't necessarily categorize this as a chord. And then I just made this little melody right up here where I just kind of use like the little half steps right here to create that like dark sounding tension and everything like that. And then I took this, copied it over, pitched it up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that's how I got the second half. And this is what the piano sounds like by itself. So as you can see, very, very simple. Anybody could do this. I didn't do anything special to it, you feel me? And then for the effects, all I did was just go to Sound Goodizer, just because the Noir piano is kind of quiet at times. So I like bringing in a Sound Goodizer just to kind of like boost up the sound and everything like that. It also does compress it, which definitely does help sometimes. Then I brought in this EQ right here. The Sound Goodizer was boosting up too much of the high end, so I kind of cut out a little bit of it right here. And then I cut out low end to make room for the bass. Then last but certainly not least, got the reverb up in here. Yeah, I mean, feel free to copy these settings if you'd like. And then I went to the 313 lit VST and I got the little D culture preset. And I just laid down these chords right here and I added this little note right here, you know, at the end, just to make it a little bit spicy, you feel me? You know what I mean? Real simple. It kind of follows the same rules as the piano that we were just doing right before it, where you kind of just like make something right here, pitch it over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you got your next section. And then I opened up another instance of the 313 lit VST and I got the out of town keys right here. And I just laid down this little melody right here, just a little counter melody, nothing crazy. So as you can see, it does say that it's a key on the preset, but it does sound more like a bell. So for the effects, all I did was just take an EQ, do some reverbing, and then I got Supermassive in here. This is basically just a regular delay that's at a 1/4 setting, and then that's it for the bell. And then next we got the little Kodo like ethnic roll thing right here. So this is just expand the little harpodo setting that's in there. It's in the ethnic preset bank. And then this is all I did. It was just a little roll. This just kind of like spice everything up, add a little bit of character to the loop and everything like that. You feel me? All I did was just go right here to the little magnet. We went to the 1/6 beat. And then, dang, that was kind of hard to say. I ain't even gonna lie. And then I just spaced them out by every 2 blocks. And then I just messed around with the velocity. Usually when you just keep them all at the same velocity, it doesn't sound right. I mean, it sounds cool, but like when you start messing with the velocity a little bit, I mean, it adds way more character to it. And then for this chain right here, I just got RC20 right here, the Vinyl 3 preset. Vintage verb, this is just regular reverb. And then Valhalla Supermassive. Y'all know me, I always got to hit arcade for the vocals, you feel me? So this is the passport section of the arcade thing and everything like that. And then I'm not even going to try to pronounce this, but this is what I ended up putting in for the beat. Yeah, I mean, definitely like some really cool vocals that you're not used to hearing in these type of beats. So I was just like, yeah. So I was like, yeah, let's rock with that. Now let's talk about the part that everybody wants to know about, the bass. You know what I mean? So this right here in Xenology is what I use. This is the Rezo square bass. And I use this one because it does sound like the Sparky bass, but it's not the Sparky bass, you feel me? So it kind of gets that vibe without being just like a immediate clone, you feel me? So all I did was just turn the velocity all the way up for it, and I brought it down to like one of the lowest octaves. As you can see, we're on like the 1 section, so that's like the second lowest octave that you could actually go to. So this is what the bass sounds like by itself. And you know, with the bass, you can always just do the old typical, yeah, I mean, y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey. And then for the effects on this one, all I did was just cut out some of the low end, and I'm gonna tell y'all why in just a second. So I know some of y'all are probably sitting there thinking like, yo, Infinite, that bass does not hit as hard as what it was in the preview. And that's because I layered it with the 808. So a lot of the times you can take synth basses and you can layer them with like a sub bass to give them more low end presence, or you can layer it with an 808 and then it kind of gets like a more punchier feel with still having that low end presence. So this is how I mix 808s and synth basses together. So before I show you the actual mixing part, I'm just gonna show you what the 808 sounds like by itself. So it's actually way more simple than what people think. I've had a lot of people ask me this. So all you do is you just take an EQ. This one is for the synth bass right here. And then you get another. Okay, typically you would get another EQ. And what you would do is you would take out the opposite frequencies. So for instance, the one on the right is the 808. The one on the left is the synth bass. So for the synth bass, as you can see, we cut out some of the low end so we can leave room for the bass, or like the 808, I guess in this case. So what I would do is I would take the 808 and I would keep in the frequencies that this one is missing. You know what I mean? And then just kind of play it by ear after that. Now see how they can work in harmony and they don't sound muddy? Look, we can even solo them. You mean they're hitting clean? Not muddy at all. And that's just because it's just simple EQing, man. And then for the master channel, I just have a soft clipper on the very bottom, and then I put a sound godizer on the very top. I know it's kind of degenerate to put a sound godizer on your master channel, but I mean, for the loops, it's been working out pretty well. You feel me? I actually kind of stopped using Ozone and just started using sound godizer, specifically only for loops. When it comes to beats and everything like that, I do different stuff. But for the loops, making them ready for collabs or sound kits or everything like that, I do be using sound godizer a lot. And that's it. So with that being said, my name is Devin. I also go by Infinite or Pop by Infinite. If you like the video, hit the like. If you want to comment, throw the comment. If you want to sub it, the sub. You feel me? And peace out.